Hey, everybody. So, for Monday Matters for December 4th, 2023, I want to talk about identity. And this is something that hit me last week. Um, and your identity matters. And not like from an identity theft standpoint, because obviously that matters too. But your identity in who you are and believing in who you are matters, because if you don't believe in who you are and act based on who you are, then you're not being authentic. And if you're not authentic, then it's hard to have relationships. It's hard to be successful in really anything, because you have to be who you are. And the only way to know who you are is to understand your identity, is to figure out what your values are. I wrote a book that talks about this. Like, it's called No More Sugarcoating, because you take the sugarcoating off your life. You forget the pieces of your life that you're coated with, that you're sugarcoating to fit in with society. Like, why? Why do we need to fit in? We don't need to fit in. We need to be who we are. We're authentic people. If you know your identity, then what we need to do is live to that. Is it going to upset some people? Sure it will. Is it going to ruffle feathers? Is it going to cause arguments? Maybe. We live in a world where we're so afraid of offending anybody else. Believe me, I offend people. I offend people all the time. It just happens, right? And if you're trying to avoid offending people, you are not living to your identity, because I guarantee you, we all do not get along all the time. It's not possible. It's not possible. There will be conflict. There will be issues. There will be disagreements. How we handle those, completely different issue. But living to your identity is how we become authentic. And when we're authentic, that's when we figure out what we really want to do, how we're going to make a change in the world, how we're going to be the person that we were born to be and reach our potential. The only way to do that is to get your identity. And I'll be honest, one of the things that I knew growing up was that I'm an athlete. Like, I love it. I'm coordinated. I'm successful. As multiple people have told me, you give me a sport, I can pick it up and be good at it in like very little time. And I'm talking like days, not weeks, not months. And I pushed that aside for years. But now I'm back at it. Now I've said, no, that's who I am. Like, that's part of my identity. It's not all of my identity. I don't get lost in it. But to be authentic to myself, I have to grasp that, hold on to it, love it, enjoy it, and become it. And so, what are those things in your life that are part of your identity that you're hiding, that you've squashed, that you're not living up to because you're scared, society, people told you you can't do it, any of those things that just are out there that are just keeping you from doing what you want to do, keeping you from being who you are? Don't be scared. People are going to be mean, people are going to be hurtful, people are going to be offended, people are going to be all those things. But if you're not happy because you're not living in your identity, and if you're not living in your identity, guess what? You're not happy. Would you rather be happy, or would you rather make other people happy? Because those people that are offended or upset or aren't going to get along with you, guess what? They're not your people. Go find your people. Okay? And let them go find their people. Okay? So, identity matters more than most of us realize. Identity theft, yes, it's a big deal too. Okay? Take care of your identity. Both taking care of it from a virtual, digital standpoint, but take care of it in here, because you're the only person that will.